Hello everybody, and welcome back to another command block tutorial. In this one I'm going to be showing you how to spawn custom potions with custom appearances and custom effects. From this one you can see we get speed 3. No reason to dilly-dally, get right into it. We're going to be using the summon command, and the summon command requires the ID of the entity to be summoned. In this case we're summoning a potion, and we're going to be summoning it one block above the command block. These are relative coordinates. You can use absolute as well. So if we use that at the moment, we just get a little splash potion, nothing special about it. It's a default in all other parameters. So we're going to be editing the entity data here. That's what these brackets are. And inside the entity data, what really matters to us is the original item data. This is the item that was used to create the entity, if you will. And that's going to be another set of curly brackets inside the item data. So in there are three things that are important to us. The ID, which is a string, and the string we're going to be using, the ID we're going to be using is Minecraft Splash Potion, and we'll edit that a little further on to interesting results. But the next part is the count. This is just going to be 1 for us. I'm not actually sure what happens if you increase that. I don't think that's really relevant to us at the moment. The really important part here is tag. Tag is the NBT data for the item that was used to create the entity. And so it's within the main entity data, it's within the item data, and what we're going to be putting in the next couple of steps is within the tag data. So in tag, we're going to be using CustomPotionEffects, and CustomPotionEffects is a fairly fancy tag that I've done another video on, which I'll link to in the description. But it's a list of things. List is square brackets, by the way. Square brackets specify a list, I mean. And the list is going to be a set of curly brackets separated by commas, and we're just going to be using 1 here. Inside the curly brackets, we're going to have an ID. This is the ID of the effect. 1 is speed. I'll put a list of what the numbers correspond to in the description so that you can figure that out pretty easily. Next we have duration, which is the number of ticks that you will be affected by the potion effect. So for example, if we have 1,000 ticks, there are 20 ticks per second, which means we will be affected for 50 seconds. Finally, we have the amplifier. The effect that you are affected by is this many levels above normal. So if we give it an amplifier of 2, we will be affected by speed 3, speed 1 plus 2. Now that we've gotten that straight, the custom potion effects tag is right here, its list of things is right here, and each of those things as previously specified, separated by commas. And so if we use this command now, we do indeed get a little globule of potioniness, and if we're close enough to it, we will indeed be affected for approximately 50 seconds. One more useful parameter that you can add to the effect inside custom potion effects is ShowParticles. This is either 0 or 1 for false or true, respectively. It determines whether or not the effect will be producing particles around your little character. So if we click on that one, no particles. If we click on that one, we get particles. And like I said, this goes in one of the effects, and the effect is one of the things inside the list of things that is custom potion effects. So it's within those curly brackets, along with ID, duration, and amplifier. Next, we're going to go back to that ID we talked about earlier, the string one, that is the item ID. In this command, I've switched splash potion to potion, as you can see here. And the result is that the potion that drops is that little drinkable one, instead of the splashy one. This, by the way, is just a visual change. It does nothing to the actual effect of the potion, and it can be whatever item you want, which is how I got the chicken in TNT, which we'll look at in just a moment. But the last thing we're going to customize before we get on to those fancy nice ones is the custom potion color. So in this one I've changed it to green, and the custom potion color is affected by the custom potion color tag, which is a value specified within tag. It's item NBT data again. So it goes alongside custom potion effects, and right over at the end I just have a comma just beyond custom potion effects, which of course ends on its ending bracket, and custom potion color, which is a number. And so this number is a decimal representation of a hexadecimal color value. So you go and find a hexadecimal value. So for example, you might use FF0000 for red, which corresponds to the decimal value of 16,711,680, which, as you can see, does indeed do what we expect. This custom potion color affects the splashy color, the little effects. It also affects the color of the bottle. So we've got a red one there. Earlier we had green. And that's all it does. It doesn't actually affect the color of the particles around your character once it gets the effect. So finally, we have all the tools necessary to make our speedy chicken in TNT. Over here we have simply modified custom potion color to alter the splashy effects. And we've also altered the ID, which is cooked chicken here and TNT over here. There you go. So, going over the command once more, just taking all of it in, we are using the summon command to spawn a potion entity at the location of 1 block above the command block. The entity data contains item data, which contains the ID of the item from which the entity is produced, the count, as well as the tag containing data pertaining to the item that spawned the entity. That data contains the CustomPotionEffects tag, which is the list of effects, as well as the custom potion color of the item in question. The ShowParticles property is a property of the effect within CustomPotionEffects. So like I said, I do also have a couple other videos pertaining to this topic, which you might want to check out. However, that's everything I need to say. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully it was useful, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.